Drivers are being urged to take extra care on the roads following freezing temperatures overnight last night. The RSC advised against using ungritted rural routes if possible and to leave plenty of extra time for journeys. The group said it received more than 9,000 breakdown calls yesterday. That is 50% more than usual.
It's been freezing cold again, even more freezing.
Really cold. And as we've been talking about, you have to be really careful if you're travelling this morning. Carol has all the weather for us. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. You're absolutely right on all counts, of course. At the moment, temperatures more or less across the board are sub-zero, largely between -4 and -8. But at 4 o'clock this morning in Braemar, the overnight low was -16.8 Celsius. You'll notice that if you're stepping out. But sticking with Braemar, from provisional data issued by the Met Office, yesterday the maximum temperature only got up to -9.3 Celsius. And as I mentioned, do keep in touch with the weather forecast where you are or where you're heading. You can see it here scrolling out quite nicely. You can get it on your iPhone, but of course you can also check out the weather forecast online. Sal and John.
Indeed. Carol, thanks very much indeed. It seems like, is it quite unusual that so much of the UK is hit by this cold weather? It seems like pretty much everyone is getting it at the same time.
Well, you've got to remember that it is winter, John, which of course I know you do, but we certainly are way below average temperatures. So yes, it is quite unusual, but we expect cold weather, of course, in the winter.
Oh, Carol, I just love that. We've got to remember it is winter. Poor John.
John.
Yeah.
I know. But you know what? Lots of people say that to us all the time. It's cold, it's winter, what do you expect? And they're right.
Yeah, Carol. Yeah. We love you very much.
That's like, even some intelligent people say that too, John. Thank you very much.
Not true,
with your big
John.
phone.
You know, I think you're the beauties. And I must say, our weather app's getting a good plug here, isn't it?
I know it is. Keep swiping. We'll swipe you off. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Carol. We've been talking to Carol a lot this morning, haven't we, about how low the temperatures have been. Very, very cold indeed last night. Morning, Carol.
That's right, Sal. Yes, good morning, everyone. We had the coldest night of this winter so far. In fact, of this year so far, temperatures fell to -17.3 Celsius in Braemar. For many of us, so temperatures are sub-zero. You can see from one of our weather watchers pictures the ice on the car. There'll be ice on untreated surfaces this morning. So if you're heading out, watch out for that. Surfaces could be slippery.
Of course, we've been talking this morning, haven't we, about how careful everybody has to be on the roads this morning. It's really icy out there.
It really is. It really is.
Good morning, everybody. This morning it's a cold start to the day. If you haven't yet ventured out, temperatures are sub-zero more or less across the board, and you can see a beautiful weather watcher picture this morning taken in Northumberland, where the temperature inland is around about -6 degrees. There's a risk of ice on untreated surfaces. Where we've had lying snow, it's frozen, so it could be quite slippery underfoot. And in fact, the cold theme does continue, as I mentioned, until we get to Sunday. So you can see Friday and Saturday, temperatures 3 to about 7 degrees. They whip up to about 10 on Sunday. And on Sunday, with that Atlantic influence, it means that we've got a weather front coming in, bringing in some rain from the Atlantic. But as it mixes with the cold air, we could see some snow for a time before it transitions back to rain. And then as we head into the early part of next week, you can see slowly these temperatures start to slip down once again. John and Sal.
We have been warned. Carol, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.